Battle Through the Heavens. Chapter 220. The Activation of the 5 Snake Poison Killing Seal. The desert grit still stings his skin as the roar of wind fades into a hollow, rhythmic vibration against his aching back. Adrenaline dissolves into a heavy, cold stillness, leaving a sharp ache where his frantic frenzy used to be. He hangs, suspended in the thinning air, his wings faltering as the silence behind him pulls harder than the path ahead.
Xiaoyan's expression was grim. He flew through the desert sky for a while before his heart finally calmed down and his flight speed slowly decreased. Thinking of his previous attitude toward Yunyun, he could not help but smile bitterly. It seemed he had indeed gone too far.
She kindly introduced a cultivation place for my benefit. I was truly rash.
Xiaoyan sighed, rubbing his forehead. He gently rubbed his forehead. Remembering how Yunyun had looked at him, despite her frustration, she had still given up on seizing the heavenly flame. Xiaoyan felt an increasing sense of guilt. The wings on his back vibrated slightly. Xiaoyan stopped in midair and turned around, looking toward the end of the desert. He hesitated and murmured.
Should I go back for a moment?
He frowned and pondered for a while. Glancing at the green lotus platform in his hand, he exhaled softly and whispered,
With her strength, Tu Dou Wang should not be able to do anything to her, right? I am currently carrying a treasure like the heavenly flame. If I go back, it might bring her even more trouble.
As he muttered to himself and prepared to retreat, the quiet atmosphere deep in the desert suddenly became violent. 5 powerful auras surged, covering the sky. These 5 auras condensed into 5 massive, differently colored light pillars, standing firmly against the azure sky like pillars supporting the heavens.
This is?
Xiaoyan's face changed slightly as he stared at the massive light pillars at the edge of his vision.
Strong individuals from the Snake People tribe. 5 Du Wangs.
Yao Lao's aged voice sounded in Xiaoyan's mind, slightly surprised.
It seems the experts of the Snake People tribe arrived quickly. That woman named Yunyun might be in some trouble.
5 Dou Wangs?
Xiaoyan was startled. His expression darkened instantly, and he knitted his brows.
Those guys are too fast. However, with Yunyun's strength, she should be fine, right? She is a Dou Huang after all.
It is hard to say. Though a Dou Huang is powerful, a Dou Wang is not weak either. Moreover, there are 5 of them. And because of their bloodline, the Snake People tribe experts understand fusion Dou Qi techniques. If they strike together, even Yunyun might find it difficult to handle.
Yao Lao said thoughtfully. Xiaoyan's brows furrowed deeper. After a long moment, he bit his lip and stared at the 5 massive light pillars. Without hesitation, he said,
Then I will go back.
As you wish.
Yao Lao replied, not minding. Xiaoyan nodded. Carrying the green lotus platform, his purple cloud wings flapped once. He turned around and began to quickly fly back along his previous route. In the endless yellow sand of the desert, 6 figures floated in the air. Each had a pair of Dou Qi wings on their back. The flapping of these wings stirred up gusts of wind and clouds of golden dust. Within the circle formed by the 5 figures, a black-robed person stood calmly. Her beautiful eyes looked at the surrounding 5 people with indifference. She said softly,
Your speed is truly surprising.
Puh! Yan Si, whose face was somewhat pale, spat out a mouthful of blood. His clothes were tattered, and he was covered in blood. Ghastly scars marked his arms and abdomen. Earlier, he and the gray-robed elder had been the first to intercept Yunyun. Before they could say a word, the black-robed woman had suddenly attacked them with the fury of a scorned woman. Caught off guard, Xianxia had borne the brunt of the assault. In just a few minutes, Xianxia had been significantly injured by her attacks. If the other 3 snake people experts had not arrived in time, he would have been severely wounded even with the gray-robed elder's help. After all, while a Dou Wang was strong, there was still a rank difference compared to a Dou Wang. 2 Dou Wangs were not qualified to clash with a Dou Wang. Yanxi's head-on fighting style made him suffer even more against a Dou Wang. Most importantly, the black-robed woman had been exceptionally ruthless.
Your actions are truly cruel. You intruded into our Snake People tribe's territory, offered no apology, and acted so arrogantly. Do you think our tribe has no one?
The gray-robed elder said, his eyes scanning the black-robed person.
An apology? Even if I offered one, you would not accept it, would you? If it is useless, why bother?
The black-robed woman laughed softly.
Without your Queen Medusa, it seems your tribe will face many storms.
Despicable humans! If you had not interfered, how could Her Majesty's evolution have failed?
Yanxia roared in anger.
GG, if you think so, you are gravely mistaken. Although Her Majesty's evolution seemed to fail, she grew up with me. I can vaguely sense that she has not truly perished. One day, she will return to the Tager Desert and lead the Snake People tribe away from this cursed place.
The gray-robed elder laughed.
When that time comes, we will take back what belongs to us.
Is your name Yin Shi? You are a respected elder in the Snake People tribe with the strength of an 8-star Dou Wang. As you say. Perhaps. If that day truly comes, I hope to fight her once.
Yun murmured, shaking her head slightly.
The Jiama Empire currently has 3 Dou Huang experts. I have met them all, so I can recognize you. Ha, there is a massive power behind you. But wait and see, our tribe will have its revenge.
Yin Shi sneered.
An empty threat.
Yun Yuan laughed and shook her head. She was not the type to be intimidated. She slowly raised the green light longsword in her hand. A smile appeared on her beautiful face.
Since you say I am cruel, I won't hold back. Let's see how many of you 5 can escape today.
Though you are a Dou Huang, dealing with 5 Dou Wangs won't be easy.
A green-robed, middle-aged snake person shouted fiercely.
Then, let's try.
The sharp sword tore through the air with a crisp sound like a bird's chirp. Yun's body suddenly vanished, reappearing right next to the green-robed snake person. A 3-foot-long green blade glow expanded from her sword, ruthlessly aiming for his vital points. The green-robed snake person, with his rich combat experience, sensed her disappearance. His snake tail flicked, and his body shifted half a foot to the left, barely avoiding the cold blade. Despite the failed strike, Yun's expression remained unchanged. She released the hilt, and the sword curiously adhered to her palm, spinning rapidly. The sharp tip drew a line toward the green-robed snake person's waist, where sturdy scales covered him. Against the pressure of the sword glow, the scales were like thin paper, offering no resistance. Squelch! The sword cut through. A heavy sound echoed in the sky. The green-robed snake person clutched his side. Dark red blood seeped through his fingers and dripped down. The intense pain caused him to break out in a cold sweat. From the moment Yun attacked until the green-robed snake person was wounded and retreated, only over 10 seconds had passed. By the time the others regained their senses, one of their top experts was already injured and forced back.
She is too fast. Do not fight her alone. Form the 5-snake poison-killing seal.
Yin Shi shouted, his face darkening. With a shout, Yinxi began to quickly form a series of hand seals. A massive amount of green energy quickly condensed in his palms. As Yinxi acted, the other four also completed their hand seals. They had practiced this numerous times and finished with great speed. As they formed the seals, a faint, shimmering energy barrier appeared in the void, firmly protecting them inside. This was a defensive measure to prevent sneak attacks. Seeing the energy in their hands grow denser, a look of excitement appeared in Yun-Yun's eyes. She had heard that the Snake People tribe possessed strange Dou techniques, especially fusion techniques, that could combine the strength of multiple people to resist a higher-level expert. The fusion technique they were using appeared to be a high-level mysterious rank technique. This was likely the highest level of fusion technique in the Snake People tribe, which only the leaders of the 8 major tribes were qualified to practice.
5. Snake Poison Killing Seal. Activate!
Following Yinxi's low shout, the light in the palms of the 5 Dou Wongs intensified. 5 massive dark green energy pillars, several feet high, erupted from their hands. The energy pillars merged together, forming a colossal pillar of energy in the sky. As the massive energy pillar appeared, a wild wind rose in the desert, and an aura filled with bloodlust and violence emanated from the center. The energy pillar began to surge and transformed into a green snake over 10 meters long. The energy snake hissed, and the desert winds grew even stronger. Visible cyclones formed as the snake circled, its roar echoing through the desert. Looking at the massive green snake in the sky, Yun-Yun's eyes showed a hint of surprise and seriousness. She had not expected 5 Dou Wongs to be able to unleash such powerful energy.
The Snake People tribe's Dao techniques are indeed famous for a reason. This fusion technique is quite intimidating.
Yun-Yun exhaled softly. She gripped her sword hilt, and her aura changed, becoming as sharp as a sword's edge. Massive green cyclones began to condense around her. Staring at the giant snake, Yun-Yun was about to unleash her powerful attack when her expression changed, and she quickly turned her head. In the distance, a figure covered in ghastly white flames appeared. Like teleportation, he flickered and appeared in front of Yun-Yun. He raised both palms, and the bone-chilling flame covered the horizon. Like a surging sea, it swallowed the green energy snake in a single gulp. Floating in midair, Yun-Yun watched this sudden development. A faint smile, mixed with surprise and shock, appeared on her face.